Hey, beautiful people of the hospitality industry. This is part of our entertainer series. I have a very talented lady. She's a mom. She's an artist. We have a chance to have her perform here at Morocco's restaurants. Over the years, I've had a chance to have a lot of vocalists, and it is one keyword that comes with the song that Irina chooses is emotion. So without further ado, here she is. Hi, Irina.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you for being here, for taking the time in the middle of your day in order to come and see us. So, for the people that never heard about you before, who is Irina?
I'm a singer-songwriter, so I'm a local musician here in the Bay Area. So I teach music and I also perform live at local venues.
So you teach and you perform.
Yes.
Do you perform cover song? Do you have original work? How does it work?
I do both. I do a little of covers and I write my own songs in Russian and English.
Russian English. Where are you from?
I'm from Kazakhstan, but I'm Russian.
So where is Kazakhstan again?
Kazakhstan is a part of used to be a part of USSR.
Former Soviet Union.
Right.
So are you Kazakh or you're Russian?
I'm Russian.
Okay, good. Is it bad to be Kazakh?
No, Kazakhs, they just look like Asian, so
Okay.
we will never confuse Russian and Kazakh.
Got
Very
it,
different.
got it. Interesting. So for the artists out there that write their own song, you know, especially when people create music, sometimes, and God forgive me, but I had lots of musicians that come in for auditions, and they really think they're good, and they're not good at all. You know, like they really sound off, and without mentioning any names out there. But you know, so how and how can the artist do a self-evaluation? How can they know that their work is good?
By the feedbacks. So if you always play on your own and you never show your work to somebody and then you go out somewhere, it's very hard and you'll probably fail. But you need to polish it with the time, showing to your friends and family first, and then on different open mics. And if you hear a lot of feedbacks and people say you're good, then you're good.
What about if everybody tells you you're bad? Should you quit?
It depends.
So I personally, my take on it is that no, you should never quit. You know, if this is something that you're passionate about and you like, and you're able to take care of your responsibilities, if you have a family, you know, society does put upon us certain responsibilities, and if those responsibilities, food, shelter, the basic needs pretty much, and you have the chance or the blessing of being able to follow your passion, I don't think anybody should really have the right to tell you it's off. I mean, it's always good to hear feedback or whatnot, and go from there. You know, something I've had over the years, lots of different vocalists, and you know, the keyword that I use is you sing with lots of emotions. Like every song that you do it really transports people. And you know, I had this group, this gentleman who was turning 40, and he's going over a major midlife crisis. And he listened to your song, he's like, man, I don't want to have her as a performer, because you know, your songs really transport people. They really transport them. So what do you say to that? Sorry, I'm putting you here on the spot.
I always try to give people some emotions.
Yes.
Whatever they have in their soul, to make it alive, to bring it from their past or from their current lives. Because I think we live in these emotions, and if someone is performing and nothing is waking up in your soul, then I think something is wrong, or it's just maybe not your style or genre.
Thank you. Feedback, advice for the artists that want to make it out there. What is the best way to promote oneself? For an artist, you're out there, everybody has a passion, everybody may be able to have a skill, but what differentiates you? You know, you have the blessing of being able to do that, to teach. How did you start into teaching? I mean, any tidbits for the artists out there that wants to make it happen?
I'm still making it happen for myself.
I know, but you're better off than many other people out there. And
I would say always study, because even though I am teaching now by myself, I still take lessons, guitar lessons and voice lessons all the time.
keep on betting yourself.
And making connections, it helps a lot. Finding people who know something in this industry will really help, like producers or other musicians. They always can give very valuable feedback when I can tell the truth about you.
Sorry for interrupting. I want to telling the truth about you. Very interesting idea. Something I want to talk about. Being out there, making the right connections. I know that the restaurants may be a little bit of a different beast from the music industry. But I used to do a lot of networking events and putting your name out there, and now I'm a little bit pickier about those, because not all connections are good connections. You see what I mean? Your time is very valuable. So this is my tidbits of information after working with artists for about 8 years. I would say definitely be out there. Don't be afraid to offer auditions. I think this is a very attractive thing when an artist comes to me as a restaurant manager and says, what, I want you to listen to something. And in the middle of our hectic day, it takes maybe only 10 or 20 minutes. Somebody comes with a guitar and says, I want to make you listen to something, and we get seduced and charmed. And not all venues are good. Be picky, I will say, about the venues where you perform.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's also about developing your identity, who you stand for. A very good example I use is, one day this lady came in, very nice lady, and she said, I have a 5,000 people event. I have an event with 5,000 people. And I was like, so great, so wonderful, so what's your budget? She's like, $3 a person. And I was like, I can't. As much as the big number sounds exciting, but you have a reputation to stand for. You have to earn your stripes, definitely, but definitely your reputation is something to care for. What can we say about people to get them excited to come and check you out here at Morocco's restaurant? I am working on the calendar of events for next year, and if your calendar allows, we'd love to have you come and perform.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I have a question. Do you do free gigs? As an artist out there, do you think that that's a recommendable way to go? And, I know you're involved with non-profits. You've done some retirement homes that you have performed for. What was in it for you to do those?
Could you repeat it?
Yes, what was in it for you? You went to these retirement homes, or you got involved with non-profits. Why did you do it?
Because retirement homes, they give you a lot of experience. You polish your skills, you know people, you see their reactions, you communicate. And I think doing free gigs is very useful too, especially for beginners, for beginner musicians.
Okay. Cool. Now, one last question, because I like to keep these videos short and sweet, and we're getting up there. How important to have a significant other that supports your art? How important is it?
It is important, but first of all, you need to have this faith in yourself, and then I think nothing else is matter around you. But
not even your husband? They do matter.
It matters, yeah. But I know what I want to do. I know how I want it. So the support matters, especially when you have a family. You always have somebody to rely on. Have someone to be there for you. Yeah, that's a lot of help. That's right.
Thank you. The website of Irina is going to be down below. Check out her next appearances here at Morocco's and everywhere in the Bay. Irina, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.